Hey everybody, Heathen on Wheels. This is the first pilot episode of Vinlander, the strange sagas of Bjorn. Bjorn is my nickname, I guess, my handle I used to go by a lot. Bjorn Rado, the bear that travels. Obviously I'm a very large man, so kind of fitting at the time. The Rado is the rune of travel. So I guess that being said, this is going to be a very Heathen heavy series, and it's going to be a series. This might go a year or two because there's not much of our summer left, there's not much of the riding season left before I got everything together, and I want to pretty much get you guys out something for the month of August, maybe 2 of these episodes at least. The first one is going to be a bit of an explanation of heathenry itself and my viewpoints on it, my opinions on it, and how I incorporate in the everyday life of mine, along with like motorcycling and family and things like that. And you're in for a treat because this week I have a trip with some other heathens. So I've never met these guys before. It's going to be an interesting time. We're probably going to be knocking out at least 800 to 1,000 miles. But anyways, I figured we'll just clear a few things up here and there. So I'm the leader of a KIndred, and I'm a formerly trained, what we would call Gothi. I do not serve the organization I was a part of anymore. There were some complications that happened there that nobody can get their facts straight. All I know is I'm taking the training, and before I left, my former mentor said use it. So that's what I'm doing. I have created a own personal title. So that title you can read a little more on my personal blog about. You'll probably hear me once in a while say it in the motovlogs I do. And basically it is Hura Asamanik. As I said, Gothi is such an overword used, and people tend to roll their eyes when they see it. I've had encounters with other people that self-proclaim themselves as Gothis, and some of them are just out of their damn minds. And there's a whole bunch I call the Orthodox bunch too, that a lot of these people are a part of or have incorporated themselves into. We also run a few smaller organizations we'll talk about along the way, like the Wisconsin Rural Folk Society, which is basically, the goal is a small community base. Everyone's got it in their heads that they need to live on this compound and be under this kind of kingship, when I don't see it working that way. And there is your head tribal leaders, and then there is your individuals, and not everyone's going to get along all the time. So the goal here is to possibly just start getting heathen families moved in and buying up land and things like that, and creating that community that way. That way everyone's got their own dwelling, their own hut, their own kingdom, their castle, whatever you want to call it. I think that is the more appropriate way of doing things. Everyone here is very skeptical. I've lived here for over a decade in Wisconsin, and people can be really hard pressed. People from the eastern side are usually about money. People in the center of the state and the northern part of the state are very laid back. So I basically live into one of the gates of the Highlands, as I like to call them, or the North Gates. And everyone, when they hear northern Wisconsin, immediately after they hear the word Green Bay. Green Bay is not northern Wisconsin. You have to go maybe 50-60 miles past that, and one of the last frontier towns, as I like to call them, are Crivets. That is like your last stop for everything before you get higher up in the north. Then you get in these little towns that have these little shops, but they're few and far between. And that's basically what Vinlander is all about. Is last summer I spent almost 6 months just traveling the state, living off as much of the land as I could. Of course, I had to go to the store because you can't always get a meal off the land. And that was kind of my sacrifice to the cosmos, you could say. It ended poorly, or so you would think, because the stator in my bike burned out. I had second-degree burns on my feet from a fire. but what I gained in return was, I guess, methodical to Odin's sacrifice on the world tree. Many people won't see it like that. Guys out here fasting for 9 days, which is fine. Being without alcohol for 9 days. All right, cool. That was your small sacrifice. I decided to go one step further. Number 6 is a significant number as well in Asatru. Primarily, I think it has to do with the number. That number has to do with Odin primarily. I try to do everything in one take in my videos and barely ever redo edits and things like that. But I'm hoping you guys are going to enjoy this series. I'm hoping you guys are enjoying my channel, Heathen on Wheels Motovlogging. I had a motovlog channel about over a year ago, and I stopped because I was so restricted on what I could and couldn't talk about because I had a representation of an organization I was a part of. The channel was called Odinist Rider, and it didn't get very many hits or views, and I was told my videos were actually pretty boring. Which, got looking at them, yeah, they are. They were a bunch of junk, and I guess that's how you start on YouTube. But utilizing more social media resources, and now the blog, and getting my health in check, that was all of last year, just learning new things after everything happened. And we as a kindred have thrived pretty good. Myself, I have just gone up and up and up and up and up. So that's really all I got to say about it. Is it's been an awesome trip, and I'm very settled in my home life right now. I don't feel the urge to run like I was every time. I made a lot of life changes, got a different job closer to home. I look forward to going home every day to my awesome companion. She is just the greatest thing on this world. So, alright guys, stay heathen. I hope you enjoy this. This is going to be your video for the week uploaded to the channel too, because I will be on that trip filming and things of that nature. And yeah, motorcycle season's coming to an end, but we also have Ritz Iron Horse, which is probably going to get rebranded towards the end here. I have a different name in mind that makes a little more sense. And we'll do tech videos and things like that. So, I'm a Harley tech by trade. I just don't workshop because I'm too slow. I'm pretty sure I could do it now. I'm pretty sure I'm faster. But I have responsibility, so I can't go right back down to the Arizona campus anytime I want. Nor would I want to. That place is a miserable thing, and maybe we'll talk a little bit about that on the road. Alright, stay heathen, everybody. I appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate my subscribers, especially the new ones I got. Thank you for the older ones too. I appreciate the views I've been getting. So if you guys ever want to hear me talk about something, just let me know. I'll catch you later.